It's Christmas Eve, Caner Universe, so Merry Christmas to you and yours. We do have a topic for you today, but before we jump into that, a warm welcome to all. If you're here for the first time, my name is Joe Robaina. We're just in the spirit here. I don't normally hang around like this, although personally I think this style could catch on. And go ahead and avail yourself of free resources. You have the no-cost Cane Clarity Call, and you avail yourself of that by texting the letter CCC to the number on the screen. In less than 24 hours, we will be in a conversation. Now is the time. Yeah, if you didn't do it during the year, do it now so that moving into 2025, you will have a map, you will have guidance, you will have all your questions regarding the cane culture, whatever it is, get those answered so that you're clear as you move in to the new year. There's also free Facebook groups, request entry, and they will let you right in. Listen, I made it to my desk and conversations about what happens and concerns over if I'm in a self-protection situation and I strike someone with a cane and that cane breaks, now what? And how does Sobrevivencia look at that, right? From an SV perspective, what does that look like? So, and I don't mean this to be rude in any way, shape, or form, and especially those of you that have known me now for some while, for some time. But the answer would be, who cares? Who cares? The problem is not from an SV perspective, and if you're brand new to this, the idea that the bigger, thicker, stronger cane, and I want to preface everything by saying, please listen, yes, we want you to have American-made canes that can withstand impact, and the stressors of training, and if you're striking, and of course we want good quality items. We want that for you. How important is it in a self-protection situation? It depends really. What is important is who you are with that tool. And I'm going to share this now from an SV specifically, that perspective. The founder, when he developed this under everything that was going on the island, he didn't have access to hardwoods. He didn't have access to thick, heavy canes. And I'm coming again, and I should also add, I'm the guy who developed the power shot template, right? ACSD is known for the heavy bazooka canes early on in the training to, develop power, speed, accuracy with that. And then when you carry your cane, your lighter cane, that stuff works. And depending on where you are, your injuries and your starting point and all that, there's a progressive way of doing that. Sobrevivencia, on the other hand, didn't have access to American-made canes like that. And so when you listen to the founder, you're going to hear him talk about how the cane is there to protect you, but you're also there to protect the cane. That's one you don't really hear about a lot with American-based systems. When you look at the SV guard and everything, it's there for retention and it's there to protect you. Why? Because that cane could, in essence, break. So you want to protect that cane, but what happens if you do strike someone or you put the cane between yourself and an incoming attack and that cane folds on you or breaks or out? Well, let me tell you what SV looks at. The problem is not when the cane breaks. The problem is when your mind breaks. Got it? Boom, it broke. Now your mind stops at that point. That becomes the problem. The inability to now say, okay, I have two canes in my hand, or now with this tool, I can still. And also the whole idea, this whole concern with I strike somebody and the cane breaks, it assumes that because the cane broke, it didn't have an effect. Your strike didn't have an effect. Assuming you know how to strike, you're treating it like an impact tool, which is what it is. There's a variety of ways, and I should put, I'm not going to make any claims as such, but to break an American cane something made by cane masters, right, ACSD models, that's tough. That's a tough one. But in the event that it did, because maybe you didn't have something like that in your hand, you had something else in hand, right? Your mind cannot stop there. In other words, who you are in a self-protection situation can't be 1,000% reliant on that tool, because the tool in and of itself isn't the issue, right? The bad guy doesn't have to fear the tool. He has to fear the individual with it. He has to respect that individual because that individual knows exactly what he's doing. So from an SV perspective, if the cane were to give, there's always what's next and how do I survive that situation? After that strike, what else happened? Could you find an out? Because I'm not sitting there, oh, it broke. Oh, now what? Oh, woe is me, right? Here's what's next. Here's the follow-up. That's how you train, right? And you're not so stuck on just this. And over-reliance, and by the way, over-reliance on the tool happens at all levels, including individuals that get paid to stop threat at the level of SWAT. How do I know this? Because I had the privilege of working with them. And this was one of the concerns. This is one of the reasons why I was sought out, was to see if the skills with the cane had carryover to firearms, because there was an over-reliance and the commander's words, you can't, in their case, you can't shoot everybody in a mass riot. So do the skills transfer? Do they have carryover? And they do. But it goes to show you that if someone at that elite level has a concern for an for his troops having, his squads having an over-reliance on the tool, what about us as a civilian? That's a dangerous thing. So whether it's a tool, whether it's something else, what's your next follow-up? The problem, again, is not the cane breaking. The problem is your mind breaking, because you are the tool. You will find the resources. You have it built into your training. You know how to look for the out. Notice that I've said it a couple times. Are you paying attention? With SV, is always looking for the out. You're not sitting there going, oh, well, no tools, I guess, here we go, right? And going straight up. That's not how it works with Sobrevivencia. You're not there to look good or to prove or even to make anybody wrong that way. You're just there, in that case, for self-protection of yourself and your family. This is a tool that creates leverage, but the ultimate tool is you, and it begins with this. This is why SV training is so huge on the mind. Okay, and especially under the duress of the moment. So I wanted to share this just to bring some clarity and not, get real heavy into this, but you can share your thoughts if you'd like. But more importantly, today, what we do want is, I want to wish you, on behalf of myself and the staff, wish you a Merry Christmas. Yes, we do say Christmas because it's particularly, with SV, the spiritual foundation is a Christian one. We do like to keep Christ in Christmas, and that's where we come from. So nothing but the best for you. And yeah, I can hear. So we've had some questions this week, just real quick. If you're into Sobrevivencia, the one thing, don't let it pass up, is that SV annual membership. Okay, because at 76 cents a day, it's not coming back, and it's not going to get better, and it expires December 31st. So if you still either you want a gift, or you want to gift something to yourself, that one is one that will continue to give. That really is the gift that keeps on giving. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.